I've gone over many bad excuses when it comes to justifying moderators, but there's one I've overlooked, and I'm going to talk about that one right now. And that is the whole "it's free, therefore they have the right to treat you like shit" excuse. And you see it all the time. Like when YouTube does what YouTube always does. Oh, YouTube's service is free, therefore that somehow gives them the right to gang stalk and abuse and harass you. Or the local forum you go to is free, therefore they have the right to gang stalk, abuse, and harass you. Number one, it doesn't work that way. Just because something's free does not entail them to somehow disregard the law and put a gun to your head. But even so, it's not free. Just because it doesn't cost any direct purchasing does not equate to free. This is a capitalist society. Nothing is free. Somehow or another, they're making their money. YouTube is making their money off of ad revenues, off of views, off of statistics. 99% of the modern economy is not the trade between currencies, it's the trade between ideas and trust. Essentially, the modern economy is faith-based. People have faith in each other's products and services to the point of when shareholders lose faith in said product or service, it goes downward, and then they lose the physical money attached to that faith. But primarily, it's about the faith. So everybody knows YouTube is this gigantic video corporation industry that is manned by Google. So it's not going anywhere. Thus, the shareholders have a lot of faith in YouTube, because why wouldn't they? So YouTube makes a lot of money because of that faith. If somehow miraculously there wasn't that faith because something came along that was better at YouTube than YouTube, which is very unlikely considering YouTube has Google supporting it, that faith might go down. But that's not going to happen unless, I don't know, Microsoft or Yahoo or Facebook decide to make their own YouTube. But why would they? They got their own thing going. And even if they did decide to, would it really be that much better? It would just be YouTube under a different set of moderators. So it doesn't really change. Just because money switches hands and we call it something else does not mean in any tangible way things have changed. So, and that's actually the norm of capitalism. Capitalism loves the status quo above all else. So no, it's not free. They're making their money. In fact, what I give to you is more free than what YouTube is giving to you. Because I am not making any money off of this. I've tried to make money off of this. I've tried to partner with YouTube and generate more ad revenue service for them, and they still didn't fucking pay me, and they still banned me. Which, of course, is fraud, but have they gone to jail for it? No. And yet somehow I'm the bad guy because I say, well, if given the chance, I'd cut off their legs and put a bullet in their kid's head. No, there's nothing bad about that. That's just how business works. They want to act like the mafia, I'll stick them at the bottom of the lake like a mafia. So, treat me like a civil human being, and I won't give you a pair of cement shoes. It's that simple. So, what we have here is a very large misunderstanding by the member base and by people in general that somehow just because something's free gives them the right to treat you a certain way, even though it's not fucking free. So they're just 100% wrong. Mark Anthony is wrong. People that suck Jared's dick are wrong. Everybody is fucking wrong. There is no free. There is no freedom. There is nothing involving the word free that is actually literal. It is all just smokes and mirrors. And look at Team 4-Star, for example. Team 4-Star releases DBZ Abridged once every 2 months. And people defend this very lazily, incompetent way of going about the series because it's free. Again, it's not really free. They cannot directly get paid for it because they are, leeching off of copyrighted material. However, they are good at what they do. And because of this, they get special treatment. They get money off of their t-shirts and things like that. They get invited to conventions and etc. So they do get paid, if only indirectly. But they are getting money for it. And they could probably live off of it. This whole idea that they have jobs and stuff, I'm not buying it. And even if so, they have some kind of moral obligation to their fans. They imply that they're going to put their all into this thing. And by putting their all into it, we are giving them our all and our support, both financially and morally. We, want to see them at conventions. We want to see them succeed and things like that. They have gained a lot of fame and a lot of fortune off of their whole DBZ Abridged thing, but they're not pulling their weight. They are not giving it their 100%. And there are plenty of ways they could go about compensating for how they say, oh, well, we can't do this and we can't do that. If you are a limited group, you're 5 people or whatever, why not expand? There are plenty of fans who'd be willing to do that work for you. Oh, they won't do that because they say, well, this is our project and we don't want it to become tainted by some Moogle or whatever they want to call them. Well then, don't be surprised when people say you don't release shit fast enough. And I don't care how much that hurts your feelings. I don't care, how much that rustles your jimmies. It's true. You have plenty of options to release things faster and of better quality and not have to risk, saying, oh, well, something happened to my computer. Now it's going to take 3 weeks to release the episode we already worked on. No, those excuses don't fly when you have these options available and you're not taking them. You're just you want the praise without the work involved. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And isn't it funny how only communists and socialists seem to understand this? It's never capitalists that truly believe in hard work and perseverance and intelligence. They don't want to be rewarded for what they put in. They only want to exploit, they only want to manipulate, and they want to enforce. They want power, and they want the abuse that tends to come with power. They want to be able to commit crimes without repercussions. That's essentially what capitalism is about. It's not about getting what you put in. It's about abuse. It's about privilege. It's about rape. And that's why moderators and capitalism go hand in hand. You cannot be a communist and support moderators. I suppose you can be a capitalist and hate moderators, but it doesn't work out very well because the two just synergize so completely. Moderators just go so hand in hand with capitalism that the only way you're going to feasibly be a capitalist and be against moderators is if somehow you strongly regulate the economy, which isn't impossible in a capitalist society, regardless of what ANCAPs and libertarians say. But the point is, it's not feasible. It would be more realistic to aim for a socialist economy and ultimately a communist society if you want to get rid of moderators. It's just the practical method. A goes to B, goes to C. So, it's already been almost 10 minutes, and while I have 15 minutes, there's really nothing else to go into. The fact is, nothing in life is free. I don't have to be the one to tell you that. But the very fact that people think that moderators have the right to treat us the way we do because their services are free is complete horseshit. Because they're not free, and they're not the ones providing us the service. I am providing you this service. Onision, as much as you might hate him, is providing you this service. Amazing Atheist, Feminist Frequency, whoever, whenever, however, is providing you this service. The only thing YouTube is doing is dictating who can give you that service and when. Meanwhile, they're the ones making the fucking money off of it, not us. So, what the dealio? I guess that's it.